I'm bringing an 18th century haunted library to the table. With the apparition of a former librarian coming out of the bookshelves, sounds of footsteps and other unworldly noises, this sounds like a fascinating venue to explore and investigate. Let's hope the other guys think the same.
The venue I'm bringing is a private dwelling where knocking sounds have been heard in all rooms and mysteriously puddles of water left on the floor. Interesting.
This time I'm bringing a public house to the table. It's a quaint village pub in Yorkshire where an old man has been seen sat in the bar wearing a flat cap and glasses smashed by themselves. I think it's pretty interesting.
Okay, 3 venues to choose from. We've got a pub, we've got a library, and we've got a house. But who wants to go where? Jane?
Being the studious type, I think I'll go to the library, please.
Okay, one for the library. Wayne?
I was going to say the house, but you know, now you put a pub in, I'm thinking I'm going to go to the pub.
Okay. Dale?
I'm not so studious as Jane, but I'm going to go for the library. It just sounds more extravagant than a house or a pub.
Fair enough. Ben?
Gotta go to the library, it's something different, isn't it?
Short and sweet. Sarah?
I was going to say the pub, but you know what, I've got to say the library because I've always wanted to investigate a haunted library. I think it's a Ghostbusters thing.
Yeah, must be.
Yeah.
And I am going to go for the library. The library's won it. Whose was the library? Hands up. Oh my word! Can you believe it? Dale has got a venue that we're going to investigate.
I'm not going to hear the end of this.
Well done, Dale.
Thank you.
It looks like we're off to investigate a haunted library.
My name is Anna. I'm one of the assistant librarians here at the Leeds Library and I've worked here for 18 years. My main roles are I look after the library's archive. I also do sort of the general duties, looking after members, dealing with research inquiries and looking after the old books. The library was founded in 1768. At the time there were no other libraries in Leeds apart from the grammar school library and a newly formed medical library. One of the founder members was Joseph Priestley. He was a scientist and vicar at Mill Hill Chapel. We opened our doors on the 1st of November 1768 before moving to the premises which was built specifically for us. The building was completed in 1807 and we moved in 1808, and that's the library that you're in today. The original ghost story features McAllister, who was librarian here in 1884, March of 1884. He's working here late one night. He hears a sound. He's working in the librarian's office. Comes running out, sees this figure looming, runs back to get his gun, gives chase, basically shouts for attention, hoping that a passing policeman might come in. Follows him, goes into the gents' toilet. He follows him in there. When he gets there, there's no sign of him. At the time, there was a window in the gents' toilet and he thought that he might have escaped out the window and it was just actually a burglar, but there was no trace. The following day, he's talking to Charles Hargrove and he goes, aha, that's old Sternberg. And the description that he'd given was basically meant to describe Sternberg, who was apparently had no hair, no eyebrows, which he'd lost in a gunpowder accident. There's been quite a few reported instances. Most of the staff here have experienced something. We've had footsteps on the gallery in the main room. That's a common one, and also just sort of seeing something out of the corner of your eye. A lot of what goes on is all out of the corner of your eye. We've also had the impression of somebody up here on the gallery where we're stood at the moment. We've also experienced down in the basement feelings of being watched, and also just that change of atmosphere where all of a sudden you just don't feel comfortable anymore. Tends to be when you're on your own. And I did experience down in the basement what felt like something touched the back of my arm, which did freak me out a little bit. But I didn't scream and run away, so I was quite proud of myself. And I did turn around to check that I'd not knocked anything either.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to what is, I am sure you'll agree, a magnificent building. This is the Leeds Library in the centre of Leeds. Thank you very much for letting us film here. Thank you.
Thank you.
And I believe, don't faint, viewers, this is Dale's venue. So
Welcome to the team, Dale.
Thank you, thank you.
it doesn't happen a lot, like a lot of things with Dale. But tell us about the venue, Dale.
Yes, welcome to Leeds Library. It's the oldest surviving proprietary subscription library in the UK.
Didn't you do well?
Thank you. It was founded in 1768, on the 1st of November, by Dr. Joseph Priestley. He was chosen as the first secretary, and it boasts over 140,000 books. Wow. But that last count was probably over 200 years ago.
Yep.
So that number is
Few more now.
vastly different. Yeah, so it just shows that the vastness of this place is absolutely phenomenal. It became a charity in 2008, but in terms of the size now, it started in a little bookshop.
Yeah.
And the librarian was the bookkeeper, bookseller.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So from humble beginnings to what it is now. Ghosts.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Please.
Yes, that's why
So
we're here.
there are numerous reports, obviously, of paranormal happenings here. It's a very active place. There are so many things that have been reported here. Various normal stuff.
Yeah. Sorry, there's just noises
Yeah.
behind, that's all.
There is noises behind us, yeah.
Okay, so the normal stuff is noises. Footsteps, shuffling sounds, books moving, things like that. Reports of sounds of shuffling feet can be heard. But the most interesting thing is effectively a full body apparition that has been seen. Its most famous reporting was back in 1884 by the then librarian John McAllister. He was working alone one evening and he came to lock up. It was late in the evening, all the lights were off, and he was carrying an oil lamp around to make sure everywhere's locked up and secure. And he's walking down one of the corridors and he sees the sides of a head pop out from the bookshelf. And he thought someone's broken in. So he chased after this person disappeared. He chased after this person into the men's toilets. Nobody in there. So he checked the window. Bearing in mind, it's only a very small 12 by 12 kind of size window. Locked. That person disappeared.
So, a fantastic venue. Lots of things have been happening. Hopefully we'll catch some of it on camera tonight.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. But for now, it's
Time to turn out the lights.
time to turn out the lights.
Right, Wayne, where are you thinking for your Zoom?
I'm thinking the cellar.
Cellar?
Yes, let's go in the cellar.
Okay.
So we'll go this way.
Don't go that way, otherwise I'm going to fall over.
I'll fall over. And we'll go this way. Which makes it a bit awkward for you.
Oh, I'm just going to go this way.
We do have a bit of noise from outside, so down here we should get nothing
Wait, don't go too quick.
on the. You okay?
Yep.
Then we go down and we go down.
We certainly do. It's a long way.
Okay. Let's go into here.
Right, basement.
Basement. And I'm thinking right down here.
Just stop a second. Let me just. That's it. Yeah, I thought it was zoomed out right.
Okay.
Okay.
So we'll go down here. I'm thinking in here, Sarah.
Yeah, I think
Because this is
quite
away
an
from
active.
anywhere.
Quite active as well, apparently in here.
I'll move this broom. Let's have this out here.
So basically, this area here has a lot of books that are very, very old, so hence the reason why it's like a staff-only area, and it's cornered off so nobody can get in here.
So we
So
are going to go record now
okay,
on XY. And that's it, we are recording.
fab.
So hopefully we shall get something on there.
Nice one. Right.
Yeah.
It's quite a nice shot walking up that.
Okay, so Wayne and myself are going up on the balcony area here and spend some time seeing what we can find out. Give us a wave, Wayne. Okay, we are up on the balcony with all these books here. There's a night vision camera at the end, and there's our view. We look down.
If there are any spirit people here want to come forward and let us know you're here with us, please do so. Please come and let us know you're here. Please come show yourself.
The basement is massive.
It's really deceiving, isn't it?
It really is. It's quiet when you come through here, and obviously the books absorb all the sound as well, so I wouldn't like to be down here by myself, if I'm being quite honest with you. I think there's too many nooks and crannies, like as you're walking round, that you could just imagine somebody jumping out on you. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Is there anybody here with us in this library, in this part of the library? Sternberg? Yeah? Sternberg?
Did you hear something then, Phil?
No.
We did. We've just heard something from reception.
Did you?
Yeah, like footsteps.
In this part of the library? Sternberg? Yeah? Sternberg?
It didn't sound like it was from outside. It sounded internal.
Okay, Dale's just heard some what sounded like dragging noises coming from the reception area. So me and Wayne and me are going to have a look.
Yeah, it sounded like what can I describe as like plastic chain being dragged.
Plastic chain.
Well, that's the only way I can describe it. Like you get a chain being dragged, that kind of rustling sound,
But not as heavy.
but not metallic or heavy. So that's why I say plastic chain. So that's what it sounded like, footsteps and dragging.
Through here?
Yeah,
Okay.
literally clear as day.
That's the little kitchen area. Do you want to go and have a look, Wayne?
Yeah.
I'll send Wayne in. Anything?
It does deaden everything, doesn't it, down
It
here?
really does, yeah. So, this is where in this area that Wayne's got his Zoom camera, Zoom recorder, sorry, just set up here. So we've literally just done a bit of a circle. I think, should we just take a seat in that main area and
do that? Good idea.
Let's see what happens. Do some calling out.
So there's like the newspaper books around the corner. If you let one of those, like the pages go, so it like a flopping noise, right? Does that make sense for the paper?
Like it.
But more like because the heavier pages.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, I'm expecting to hear that from that corner. Don't know why. It's just in my head.
Can you do that, please? Are you able to open a book? Come and tell us who your favourite author is.
Where are we?
We're in the attic. So we've come as far as we can go. We're in the attic now. So the glass roof you can see here is the guy, the old bar open. Our equipment's just below there now.
Oh, no. That was me breaking the camera. Do a pan around.
So would this have been the original roof and then this is built above it, or...?
I'm not sure, I have to ask Anna. There we go. Right at the back. There's obviously some air conditioning unit on.
Yeah.
There's a perspex box there which I didn't see until I've just bashed the camera into it. Always handy. Is there anyone up here with Wayne and myself at the moment? Can you give us an indication that you are here if you are? Perhaps you can make a noise for us? Perhaps you can move something? There's a bit of a noise then, wasn't there? Mm-hmm. There's a bit of a noise then, wasn't there? Mm-hmm. Slight noise, not sure if camera can pick it up from all the background noise. What's up?
I think I've just heard somebody on the wooden steps.
Really?
Yeah.
The ones we've just climbed up?
Yeah.
There's only a couple of steps in there.
Yeah.
Just before this door here?
Yeah. Come on, please come forward and join me and Phil. Are you intrigued to see what we're doing? Are we talking too loudly to be in a library?
We've gone through season 2. Yeah, we have. What the hell was that?
That was a tap.
No, so it sounded like footsteps and then like a...
I heard the tap in here.
Kind of like doom doom doom. We've gone through season 2.
Is that you? What was that?
I don't know.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Hello?
This bit definitely
That
doesn't...
wasn't radio, was it?
I think it radiograph.
I'm just making sure it wasn't radio. Dale, have you spoken on radio?
No, nobody.
No, it's too loud anyway. Would have been quiet.
Yeah.
Was there an area you particularly enjoyed being?
There's a noise back there then, wasn't there?
Yeah, that would inside as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
If that's you making a noise, thank you. Is this your space up here? Is this where you like to be? You must be curious to know where we're here. We'd love to meet you. We'd love to talk to you. If possible, could you show yourself to me and Phil? That creaks, that's it.
Yeah.
Hear that creak again?
There's some creaking going down there.
Are you getting comfy now with me and Phil? Come on show yourself. There's nowhere me and Phil can go. We can't run.
Literally.
So, yeah. So we promise we'll stop here. Is this a special place to you? Do you love this building? Could you perhaps share some of your experiences with us? Hear that again?
Yeah, I thought I heard an exhale a minute ago. Literally just before that noise.
Just share some of your experiences with us. Hear that again?
Yeah, I thought I heard an exhale a minute ago. Literally just before that noise. Like it went.
Really?
Yeah. First vigil, end of. Wayne and myself were primarily in the attic area, and we got a few noises, didn't we?
Yeah, I think the most dominant one for me is there's 3 little steps, wooden steps, going into the attic. And when we were asking out, I definitely heard footstep on one of the wooden steps. And some bits and pieces of noises from the far
end.
end.
Sound like feet shuffling.
Yeah, it's
like somebody turning around, and your feet, you can hear the feet on the dirt.
Yeah, it's quite gravelly on the floor,
Yeah.
and as we were moving, we were hearing the same sounds.
Okay, so yeah, we're going to the basement, myself and Ben, but we're going to opposite ends of the basement.
Okay. It's quite bright, honestly. If it was darker, it would be a lot worse. So I am grateful for that, but at the same time, I'm not here to be grateful. I'm here to cat my pants on camera. And answer the question, are you wanted? Hopefully by saying yes, but you never know.
Okay, so I'm currently in the basement of Leeds Library. Such a phenomenal library. The books down here are so old, it's ridiculous. Okay, if there are any spirits down here, come forward. Come and make yourself known to me.
If there is anyone here who would wish to communicate with me, please make yourself known, make a noise, make a bang, tap on something. If there is anyone here, can you please make a loud and distinct sound so that I know it's you rather than just machinery and pipes. Maybe you could knock off one of these books that I'm looking at. Knock it onto the floor. Maybe just move it back and forth. I keep hearing something from over here. It's weird. It's like something's moving. Stop doing it now. Stop doing it now. That was a different noise. That was a tap. Was that you? Do it again. God, I thought I saw something then. With hallways, you're normally going to have your one straight hallway, and then you're going to come to like a junction, like in between. So you're going to come straight, you're going to have junctions between, and as you're coming past, corner of your eye, you might see something down the end. Like, you might imagine there's a person stood there. Like, in corner of my eye now, I'm looking here, and naturally in my head, I'm thinking, is that someone's just sat here, right there? But it's not, that's just stuff. But again, that's in the corner of my eye. I can see that, and you have to wonder. So anyway, we'll have a little bit of a wander around again. I'll go into the actual initial area. I feel like I've been down there enough for now. That thing at the end keeps looking like. Okay, that's a strange noise. That thing at the end keeps looking like. Okay. That's a strange noise. Did someone just talk? It's either someone just went bomb. Bomb. Why does it look like something's behind me? It's not, is it? It's a chair, I think. Yeah. That was weird. That felt not so much like I was being touched. It felt like something just, if you were to grab like something, just pull it away like that on my back just then. Strange. Feeling very on edge suddenly. Oh, I'm feeling on edge. I don't like this. It feels like something's behind me, man. This is really weird. See, I absolutely hate hallways, as you'll know from previous episodes, and stuff like this is not good for my mental state. Dale.
Yes, Ben.
I think I've just been touched.
Okay.
It kind of felt like on my back. It felt like someone grabbed my jacket and went like that, like pulled it away.
So it pulled you from the back?
Yeah. I stood still and I was checking my camera behind me.
Okay.
And I was looking over my shoulder and it felt like something just went like that and just went.
Right. Okay.
Kind of thing. It wasn't like a quick like stab. It was like
just a soft.
Like, grabbed my t-shirt as well.
Stop you going forward kind of thing.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Do you reckon it's because this is obviously staff only that I shouldn't really be going in there?
That's what I'm thinking. As I think,
it's like just as I'm just about to go in
on the plastic door. It says staff only. And it was about here. The Ben was
just about to go
from
in.
behind. Let's say, is that someone? Is that an old librarian saying? Is that an old librarian saying, "Don't come in"?
As I was going towards the back area, It's got the plastic like sheets, and it's written on it saying staff only. I was walking down there, camera in hand. I was looking at myself with the viewfinder, and behind me I could see like chair legs or something, and I thought, is that a person stood there, kind of thing? It wasn't. It turns out to be a chair. As I'm looking away back at the camera again, just as I'm about to take a step forward, I feel something like gently kind of tug, just very gently, just kind of, so you can feel it on your skin, like that.
Pull the hoodie.
Pull the hoodie. So don't go any further.
Yeah.
Okay, this is quite a rare occasion because Jane and myself don't really get to do an awful lot of hub work together. In fact, I think this is the very first time in 2 seasons that...
It probably is, you know,
it probably is, that we've actually done the hub.
Just tend to scare you if we do a video.
Yes, yeah. Anybody who's watched the Wigan House episode will know what we're talking about.
So Wayne,
Yes,
going down to the basement.
let's do this.
Let's do this thing. If there are any spirit people here with us down in the basement, with myself and Wayne here at Leeds Library, can you come and show yourself to us? Can you make a noise? Can you show yourself? Can you touch one of us?
The nose over there. The nose over there again. You must have heard that.
Well, the big bang.
Yeah.
Well, there's a wooden plank there, and I assume what I kind of think is, does someone just go?
That's what it sounded like.
Is anyone near the cellar door? I've just heard footsteps from the stairs. Just heard a couple of footsteps from what I think is the stairwell down to the cellar.
Me and Ben are right up in the attic, so definitely not us.
Righto, thank you. Stop now.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for coming. It's summary time. It's Leeds Library, Dale's venue. Sarah, fill us in on what we've captured.
Yeah, now I'm kind of just going to refresh your memories a little bit because it is obviously a long time since we've been together with lockdown and things like that. So Leeds Library, we filmed it a long time ago.
Long time ago.
long time ago.
Yeah.
So I don't know how fresh in your head all the occurrences that took place. But generally, bits and pieces that we were getting. Now I'm going to flick back to, I'm going to do it in sort of vigil order.
Okay.
So on the first vigil, myself and Jane, now we went down into the basement
Downstairs we
area.
were, weren't we? Yeah.
Yeah. We heard a few noises.
There was a vocally one, wasn't there?
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah. Yeah,
And
that was
at
interesting.
one point you thought you heard like footstep or
Footsteps,
something
very
like that.
light though, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, but very spooky down there. Very sort of an eerie place. But that was generally about all that we got down on the first vigil. Okay. First vigil, Wayne and Phil. Now you went up into the attic. Can you remember
Yeah,
what you
we
got
did.
up there?
Interesting little place up there, wasn't it?
Yeah, we had a few bits and pieces, didn't we? There's like noises at the back.
Yeah, and there were as we went up there, there are the 3 little stairs what you go up to, which are wooden stairs. And then when we were sat down and quiet, you could hear what I believe someone were actually coming up them stairs.
Yeah.
You could actually hear the feet on coming up, so I think that was quite interesting, right?
You had, which we've got on the footage, an exhale which you heard at the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there was a part where we were asking out, and you asked out, and then there was a small gap, and then something happened. There was another noise again, and you said, did you hear that? And I went, yeah, but just before that, I said, I thought I heard an exhale or some like kind of other vocally-she sound.
Yeah.
And that's obviously what we've caught on the camera.
Excellent.
So, but that was really kind of
interesting
freaky
little
up there,
place
wasn't it?
The attic area was, because myself and Ben, we went and did vigil up there at one point, didn't we? And it was really bizarre comparing what you guys got to what we got as well, because it's quite similar.
Right.
There was one point where, if you remember, Ben, if you cast your mind back all those months ago, that you heard a breath as well. Can you remember it?
Yeah, I did do, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting then, yeah.
As we were sat
And that was up in the attic as well.
in the attic as well, and as we were sat, because if you remember down that far end, well, you couldn't really get to it. You could get to it, but it was very awkward because there's like roof
bars.
struck things coming down.
Spot bars.
I didn't want to bash my brains in.
Well, this is what we said. We didn't want to go down there because if anything happened, you wouldn't be able to get out of there in a hurry. It'd be like you'd be up and down and up and down.
We said that.
But we could hear sort of noises, couldn't we, from down that bottom end?
But like, with what it was like alleys down either way of the glass area, wasn't there? And it was like, if we came to this side, we'd hear noises down the other side.
That's
wouldn't we?
right,
But if
yeah.
we went to that side, it was the opposite.
It was like something was moving around up there, but it was just sort of like a bit creepy. Going back down into the basement, now Dale and Ben, you took a turn down there, and you had something really interesting happen to yourself.
Yeah, I did. I think I was walking around with a camera at the time, and as I was walking, it felt like something grabbed the back of my top. Like, I think I was wearing a jacket, grabbed the back of my jacket, and kind of like didn't like pull me back, but you know, you can kind of feel like someone does grab on the back of it and pinch you. It kind of felt like something like held that for a second and let go, and I was like, okay.
And you got it just before those, you know, that room that you went into that had got the plastic sort of curtain.
Yeah.
And you said at the time it felt like something was saying don't go in there, because it said staff only on it.
Yes.
So that was really sort of quite a significant thing that you got down there.
Very weird.
And you got something else as well, Dave?
Yeah, Wayne had gone for a walk, and I could have sworn one of you guys was walking downstairs.
Back into the basement.
Yeah, back into the basement. I heard footsteps as clear as day. As I say, to the point I thought someone was walking down. So I went to have a look. And obviously, no, there was nobody there.
Nobody there.
So that was really interesting.
So all in all, I mean, we did get quite a few bits and pieces. Nothing massive.
No.
I think probably the biggest thing would have been your pull back
definitely.
then. So we've got to make a decision, and it's quite a difficult one to sort of say, isn't it? Because it's such a long time ago. But based on that, on the night that we had there, reflecting back, what do we all think? So I'm going to go to Wayne first.
I think there were enough for me to be on the fence with it. You know, yeah, I'd say I'm on the fence with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dale?
I'm with Wayne. I'm on the fence, leaning towards there's something there. There was enough evidence that we gathered to say there's something, but it wasn't
what's the word, definitive. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm on the fence leaning towards that. Yeah, I think there's something there, but
It's a hard one to call, isn't it? Because it's like there's very little things, but
Yeah.
also something like being pulled on the back of the jacket.
That's
is-
more physical for you, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a physical
Yeah.
thing, but it's also not like being slapped around the face. It's very gentle.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm kind of on the fence, but I'm also leaning towards there is something there.
Yeah. Okay. I've seen a bit of a theme going
Got
on.
a right
here.
fence going here, haven't we?
It's a
there's a lot of big fence.
Jane.
It says, Ben said it's difficult when it's not happening to you, and for once I had quite a quiet night, and I know the history of the place and what's been experienced there before, which makes you push towards saying, well, you know, I don't disbelieve anybody, but not an awful lot happened to me, just some audibles as such, so I'm going to have to join them on fence, I'm afraid.
Okay. Tough one. What do you reckon?
I think perhaps on another night, the little bits and pieces that we were getting would probably have been more solid, if you like. There would be more happening to it.
Yeah.
But on the night we were there, not an awful lot happened from my point of view.
Yeah.
No, agreed.
So
Totally agree.
I'm gonna
You're going to go on the fence, aren't you? Yeah.
We're all on this fence.
I think, do you know what's important to say here is that we're there for like a set amount of hours.
Yeah.
And it's not going to all fly off and kick off all at once anyway.
It's the reality
Yeah,
of
this
paranormal
is it.
investigating.
Yeah.
How
We're
it
taking a
goes.
snapshot from when we was there, when we
Yeah.
did the investigation, then the
But-
bits and pieces we've got.
what we can agree on is what a fantastic building.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely
Magnificent.
beautiful building
Yes.
to be in.
Wonderful.
Amazing
Yeah.
building, yeah.
And thank you very much to the
Yeah,
people that
absolutely, yeah.
Anna, that let us use the building and
Yes.
everybody else involved. So thank you very much for that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm going to stay on the fence with you guys.
Why not?
Move up, move up.
Yeah, edge along. A fantastic place.
Yeah.
Loved it there. And not every venue is going to give you the same results as the next one. But we did get bits and pieces. You can't discount what we got.
No,
So,
true.
yeah, on the fence.
The venue I'm bringing is the workplace. There have been reports of footsteps heard, there have been doors slammed, and just general noises that are unexplained as well. Also, there have been printers and some machines just going off by themselves, which is a little bit peculiar, so I think it's definitely worth checking out.
My venue is an old picture house. It's presently being used as a party venue. There's reports of a spirit of a young boy being seen, footsteps heard, and there's an area that people just don't want to go into.
My venue is a former 17th century coaching inn, where the figure of a deceased landlord has been seen, glasses are known to move off the shelves, and strange voices have been heard upstairs. Will anybody want to do it? We'll find out.